Hi friends, let's study Altman's Z-score today. Now how do you know when a company is at a risk of corporate collapse? Means whether the company is doing fine or collapsing or anything like the signs of Kingfisher Airlines. So to detect any signs of looming bankruptcy, investors call and calculate and analyze all kinds of financial ratios. We do all these ratio analysis like working capital, profitability, profitability, debt levels, liquidity, all these things. But the problem with these ratios is each ratio is unique and tells a different story about the firm's financial health. At times, they can even appear to contradict each other. Many times this happens in the ratio analysis also. Having to rely on a bunch of individual ratios, the investors may find it confusing and difficult to know when a company is going to bankruptcy. Altman built a model that distills, means that gives or basically combines five key performance ratios into a single score. As it turns out, the Z score gives investors a pretty good snapshot of the corporate financial health. The Z score formula. The formula is for manufacturing firms only. Generally means 90% it's used for manufacturing firms, which is built out of 5 weighted financial ratios. Now weighted, remember this word weighted. Weighted means these 1.2, 1.4 figures. So the formula is Z score equals to 1.2a plus 1.4b plus 3.3c plus 0.6d plus 1e. Now sometimes it is also called this, A is called as x1, b is x2 and x3, x4 and x5. You can call it anything, but it means one and the same thing. Now what is this A, B, C, D and E? So it's given below. Learn this by heart and remember this even at night while sleeping. A equals to working capital upon total assets. B equals to retained earnings upon total assets. C equals to earnings before interest and tax upon total assets. This is upon. Then D equals to market value of equity upon total liabilities, and E equals to sales upon total assets. The lower the score, more are the chances that a company is moving towards bankruptcy. Higher the score, the better. Z score above 3 indicates financial soundness, means good company. Below 1.8 suggests high likelihood of bankruptcy. And between 1.8 to 3 it's called as gray area, means there are chances. Let's study these ratios one by one. You can read this, I will just give you the gist of this. Working capital to total assets. A lower working capital ratio for a firm will find it difficult for the firm to pay the regular bills. So more working capital the better. A firm with higher current assets will a firm with significantly positive current assets rarely has trouble in paying its own bills. Second ratio is retained earnings to total assets. This ratio measures the amount of reinvested earnings or losses, which reflects the extent of company's leverage. Now leverage means how much the company can sustain. Companies with low RE, means retained earnings to TA ratio, are financing capital expenditure through borrowings rather than their retained earnings. Remember this pattern. Means they are using their net profit which is earned earlier to finance the capital expenditure. So companies with high RETA suggest a history of profitability and ability to stand up to a bad year of losses. That is basically the meaning of leverage. Third ratio is EBIT-TA, means earning before interest and tax to total assets. This is a version of return on assets, an effective way of assessing a firm's ability to squeeze profits from its assets through before factors like interest and tax are deducted. Understand this. It shows the firm's ability to cut the costs to the maximum and earn profits means increase the sales to the maximum before paying the interest and taxes, means it purely gives the working ratio, what all they are earning, what all they are spending without that interest and tax. Fourth ratio is market value of equity to total liabilities. This is a ratio that shows if a firm were to become insolvent, means if it was to go to bankruptcy, how much the company's market value would decline before the liabilities exceeded the assets on the financial statements. This ratio adds a market value dimension to the model that isn't based on pure fundamentals. Here this ratio is similar to the PE ratio which we calculate, only instead of E means earnings, it is taken as total liabilities over here. In other words, a durable market capitalization means a good capitalization, or this ratio can be interpreted. For watching further video, kindly download YuvaGuru app from Play Store. Following are the number of videos available on this app for JIB, CIB and CDCS. The numbers are given over here for total number of videos which we have. They cover all the topics in the respective topics given, subtopics, total subtopics in the respective topics. So you can download this app for getting all these videos directly on your mobile. You can also get the tests as well as online tests with explanations. Also, you can get the DVD if required, or else you can directly download it from and check out on this app.